Creative project I recently worked on, I would say Black Klansman, Spike Lee's new film. It was really refreshing just to be incredibly bold and get away with putting a Ku Klux Klan hood on a person of color and just being incredibly provocative and incredibly in your face and bold. I don't think we would have gotten away with it without Spike's incredible passion and him being as involved as he is. So my favorite classic movie poster would be in 1979, Ridley Scott's Alien. Without question, that poster still holds up today. You know, to something to be that old and still be that iconic and that classic, I think is amazing. One of the trends that I'm seeing, especially in out of home, I would say, is that we seem to be pushing using out of home in a more interesting way. So no longer are we just taking sort of the posters that we had and then sort of reformatting it for a billboard, but we're actually coming up with something that's really specific for a billboard, for that horizontal execution, whether it would be just a different sort of extension to that billboard or something 3D about that billboard, or even like the kind of messaging that we're doing. While it's great for business, how much work there is out there, you know, with all the streaming companies and like all the content that's getting blasted out, I do think it's becoming harder to actually produce creative work, to get creative work through, when in a way it's even more necessary, you know, with all the content that's out there, to come up with things that sort of break through and, you know, sort of make noise through the clutter kind of situation. But I do think it's a challenge, because when there's so much coming at you, I think it's much harder for people to take the time to really push the creative, and you get a little bit more work feels thrown against the wall, and maybe not as creative as it could be. What I thought was the best movie is Back to the Future. I just love everything about that movie.
All right, punk. Now,
whoa, Biff. What's that? That's Calvin Klein. Oh my God, he's a dream.
In terms of being the best movie ever made, it's not technically the best movie in that sense. Like, oh my goodness, there's more technically better films than Back to the Future. But it's like, the reason it's the best movie ever made for me is because I can watch that movie 100 times. Emotionally, it kind of hits me every time I watch it. So that's why it becomes like the best movie for me.